Hi, welcome back to my channel. Again, this is Andre's Strife. And right now, as promised, we're going to talk about the other side of bipolar disorder, which is mania. So if you can remember the last time, the previous video that we created, we've talked about the difference between sadness and depression. So for this one, since we're talking about mania, we are going to compare happiness and mania, being with your manic episode. Alright. So for happiness, normally, just like sadness, there's something happened in your life. Like for example, you were promoted, right? You receive a gift, or like you won something, right? You're happy, right? You're happy with that. However, on the other side, when we say we are on a manic state, it's not it's we can associate it once again with happiness. However, this time for manic episode, there will be an overwhelming energy inside your body, inside your mind. Like you feel like you are some kind of invincible, some kind of you have superpowers. That, like for example, what happened to me is I'm literally on my manic episode right now, right? That's why I have the energy to create this video, because I am on my manic episode. So what's happening with me the past few weeks, when I haven't had check up with my psychiatrist yet, so I don't have my medication back then. I only slept for like 1 to 2 hours, and then after I wake up 1 to 2 hours, then I'll be awake for 25 to 26 hours straight without even sleeping at least a half an hour or an hour. And then there's no idle time, right? For that 25 to 26 hours of being awake, there's no idle time. I have a lot of activities. I talk a lot. I talk fast. I wanna go somewhere. I wanna go there. I wanna go here. I'm like some kind of an agitated person, right? So, and then also when you have a manic episode, what's happening inside your mind is that you have a lot of things that you want to do. You're thinking of a lot of things. Like for example, you want to buy a lot of things. Like what happened to me, I want to buy a motorcycle. I want to buy a bicycle. I want to get my driver's license. I want to buy a car. I want to buy all of those all at the same time. And my friends and my partner, family members notice that I'm like, I mean, it's not really reasonable, right? To think about those things, buy those things at the same time, right? Now, aside from that, I'm also thinking of doing things. Like for example, I wanna learn how to swim. I wanna learn how to drive. I wanna learn how to all the things. You want to learn all of the things at the same time, and it keeps on um, going in circles in your mind every second of the day, right? It's going circles in your mind, and you cannot stop it, right? So, and then again, you feel energized. It's kind of even though you have 2 hours of sleep, you go to work, you perform, you do normal things. Your colleagues will like see you as a happy person, right? You're always laughing. And one thing that you will notice when you are in your manic state, again, as I've mentioned earlier, you're gonna talk fast. You're gonna talk fast, and you're not gonna even notice that you're talking faster than usual. You're talking louder than usual, right? So also, there was a time when me and my partner is talking. There's some kind of misunderstanding, and then I thought that I was just telling her my point, right? I did not know that my voice is raising. I did not know that I'm already angry at her. For me, that was just that I'm stating my point, right? That I'm just telling her my point. But for her, what she's seeing is that I'm really angry. I'm really angry. My voice is raising up. I'm somehow shouting at her that I didn't know that. I didn't know that. So I haven't even noticed. Unlike normal person, right? When you are a normal person, you will know whenever you're shouting at her, you really intend to do that, right? When you're a normal person, or when you're getting angry with her, right? You know that you're getting angry with her because you're a normal person, right? But when you have a manic episode, you don't even notice that is the behavior that you're showing to your partner, to your family members. That's why sometimes our family members or partners doesn't really understand what's happening. So this is one of the points that I wanna emphasize on this video, that if ever that you have a family member or a friend or partner that is suffering from bipolar, and he or she is in his or her manic state, then well, of course you don't have to like tolerate it, right? You don't have to tolerate the behavior, but you just tell them or get their attention. Tell them that, hey, you are already raising your voice. You're already angry. Tell them, just get their attention. Tell them what's happening, because most of the time when we are under manic episode, we don't notice that. We don't notice that. And then another thing is that for this manic episode that we have, so there will be a time, right? This is gonna happen for a long time. This is things that you wanna do. There will be a time that you will think, or you will realize that it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen, right? You cannot do that. You're not a superhero. You don't have superpowers, right? And then it boils down onto being frustrated, right? And when you are on your manic episode, there will be a suicidal tendency as well. It's not like when you're depressed, you will have suicidal thoughts, and then on your manic episode you don't have. So it's not like that. It's both of them. It will happen with both types or both moods. So for me, for when we talk about suicidal thoughts, for me, with my experience, right? Mania is more dangerous than depression when it comes to suicide, because for the longest time that I had this condition, mostly I had depression, a mood, right? And this is the first time that I had manic episode, and this is very dangerous, because when you are depressed and you would like to commit suicide, what's gonna happen is that since you have little energy, right? You have low energy and you don't even want to go up from bed, right? So if you want to do, or if you want to go commit suicides, the chances are low, right? For me, okay, that is my experience. But then when you are on your manic episode, you have a lot of energy. So when you think about suicide and then you have a lot of energy, you're gonna do it, definitely. You're gonna do it. And then when you are on your manic episode, there will be recklessness, right? You're gonna be reckless. You're gonna do stupid things. You're gonna do a lot of stupid things, and you're not gonna even think about what's gonna happen, what's gonna be the outcome of it, right? So I just want to share with you on this state that I have right now. I did try to overdose myself with sleeping pills and alcohol, because I research in the internet. I'm actually doing it every now and then. I'm doing research with Google to see what's the effective suicide plan that will not hurt me. So I've read that when you take sleeping pills with alcohol, since they're both sedatives, right? You're not gonna be or you're not gonna wake up after you take those. So I did. Unfortunately, I just took like 15, because I cannot really take all of them all at once, because I'm gonna choke, right? So I just took it one by one, and the water got my stomach bloated, so I cannot take the rest. So I got 15 pills and 4 bottles of alcohol. Well, unfortunately, it was an epic fail. I did wake up after that. So that's one of the example of being reckless. I didn't even think of my family. I didn't even think of my friends who's gonna be affected if I do that, right? For the longest time that I've been with this condition, this is the first time that I did that. And also, another thing that I did being reckless is last month I've been going to work riding my bicycle. That's an electric bike, so I can like throttle it up until the speed of 38, right? But I'm not that really good in riding a bike. I just learned this June of this year. So what I did was just I didn't even think that I'm riding a bike, and I mean I have a truck beside me, right? I just throttled it up until 38, the speed of 38, and then I didn't even think what will happen if I'm gonna like bump to the truck or whatever happens, right? I'm even thinking to just end it all, right? So that's stupid. That's very reckless of me because I have many episode or manic attack. That's why I'm that reckless. So that's the symptoms of having a manic attack. So yeah, for that one, that's it. That's for the symptoms of mania, and I'll be talking about more. Right. For now, I'm just gonna talk about the difference, like basics of depression and mania under bipolar, but I'm gonna talk about it more on my next videos. So yeah, for disclaimer, again, I'm not a professional. This is just based on my own experience, right? If you feel like you have these symptoms, I would suggest that you talk to your psychiatrist. Okay, this video is not intended to diagnose yourself alone, but then again, I encourage you, please, to have the courage. Those peeps that has the symptoms, again, I encourage you to tell your family, your friends, what's going on inside your head, right? There will be help. There will be support, right? Don't be shy to tell them what's going on, because they are your family, they are your friends. They will definitely help you. For those people that doesn't have any family members, or and doesn't have any friends that has this mental illness, I want you to be educated with this, right? I want you to be educated with this, so that just in case that you will encounter a person with this kind of disorder, at least you know how to deal with them. Because I understand that this is not easy to understand, right? Especially if you don't have experience with it, especially if you don't have family members, you don't have friends that's suffering from this illness, and then you will have with bipolar disorder or with other mental illness, how you deal with them, how you talk to them, and how you will take care of them. Alright, so yeah, that's all for now, but stay tuned with the other videos that I have that I will create. Okay, so again, thank you for listening, and of course, my goal here is to spread mental illness awareness to Filipino people, right? So please like, subscribe, and please share the video as well, so that we can spread out the awareness to every Filipino people, so that we can definitely help other people with mental illness, and those people without mental illness as well, and how they will deal with us. Alright, so thank you so much for listening once again. This is kind of a long video, but I really appreciate that you took time to listen to this video. Once again, Andre Strife here, and see you on the next video. You have a great day. Bye-bye.